Hi, everyone. So we're going to do one last example this week with P5, and we're going to make a colorful art brush. And this is what you're going to do for your assignment. So this is an example of something that you will do and create your own. So first we have to do a setup function setup, and then our curly brackets, and create a canvas. And then let's give it a size. I'll just for now put 400 and 400. And then I am going to do no stroke. And now I do a function draw. And then in here is where my drawing goes. So I will do a rectangle and have the mouse X. Oh, you know what? I have, I don't have it in here. Oh, I do. Body tag is not, what is happening? One second. Okay, I had the other script tag was in a comment and I didn't have my end tag here. So now my sketch that I'm working on is showing up. So I have a canvas that's 400 and 400 and no stroke for the interior graphics on the canvas. So I've started out with a rectangle with the position of a mouse X and a mouse Y, and then the size as 200, and I'll do 50. And I need to give it a fill because I have no stroke. So I am going to fill it in with also a mouse X and a mouse Y. And then, so that is the color. And I will do mouse X plus 50. Okay, so I'm creating a canvas that's 400 by 400. And by default, the color mode is RGB. So I have a fill of the mouse. This is the R, G, and the B. So the R is whatever the mouse is. So if I go over to here, it's the X. Whatever the mouse X is the R value. Whatever is the G value is the Y. And then the B value is plus 50. If I had it as the mouse X also, it wouldn't get as much variance because the X, the R, and the red and the blue values would be the same. So I'm adding in some variance that by adding in that 50. So now it's a little bit more, well, not too much. Just trying to see what it would do if it will give me some more variance there. So then the rectangle is positioned at wherever my mouse X and Y are positioned, and then it's 200 wide and 50 tall. Okay, so I want it to, let's see, if the R value is 100 and the mouse is 100, and then that's 150 on the blue. So let's add 70, see what that does. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to do another fill and make it the mouse X plus 50. And then I'm going to do the mouse Y divided by 2, and then 100. Or then the rectangle size will be the mouse Y and the mouse X, and then let's try mouse Y divided by 2 and mouse X divided by 2, and see what that does. I'm just kind of making up different values here. Oh, that's pretty neat. So what it's doing is taking the rectangle position of mouse X and mouse, so the Y, and then the position of the X of the mouse for the, it's reversing it. So this is X and Y of the position of the rectangle, and I'm taking the mouse Y and the mouse X. So this one is taking the mouse X and the mouse Y. So I reversed those two to see what it did. And it did a neat thing here where they move in kind of opposite ways. And I'm just sort of playing around with how to work with these different fills and color values. So if I fill in 357, 450, and 600, that's going to be kind of weird. And then I do an ellipse. At 200 and 100 is the position, and then, I don't know, 100. Right, so this is RGB, so this has to be within 255. So let me change that to 134, 134, 45, and 60. And I'm just kind of filling in random numbers. I could also go to the RGB. So you can see as I move this all around here, here's the RGB values. Those three values are the red, blue, and green. So when something is all the way red, it's red is 255 and green and blue are 0. When something is black, it's 0, 0, 0. When it's white, it's 255, 255, 255. When it's blue, should be 0, 0, 255. It depends on where I am in here. So yeah, there's the blue. And then at green, when we have the purely green, we have 0, 255, and 0. And green, blue, and red are the colors of the lights of the pixels that are mixing together in different amounts to create all of these different colors, because it's the way that light mixes. We have green, blue, and red light. Whereas if you know painting colors, it's yellow, green, yellow, red and blue are the primary colors for painting. But that is a different kind of mixing of light because RGB's color is the way that light interacts. And so that's what those are actually doing. But I'm not really, I don't know here. So if I did this as the red is 255, I know it's going to be really red. If I add this as 230, it's going to add in a bunch of green to that, and green light and red light mixed together to make yellow, which I know, but I could also just not really think about it too much. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of putting in numbers here to see what it looks like. So now I'm going to do another fill and I'll just write blue and do an ellipse and have it be mouse Y. Let's do the mouse Y plus 10. Mouse X and 100. Okay. Let's do divided by 10. All right, that's the position. I don't know. I'm just kind of playing around here with this. This size is too big. I'm going to make this smaller. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to do another one, and the fill will be let's do 111 and 276, which I just made up. And I'm going to do another ellipse and do a mouse X, mouse Y, 6040, just to add in something. And then I'll do another one. I don't like this color. I'm going to make it also a little smaller, 20 and 10. And then I will add in another ellipse, shape, make some weird shapes with it. But I'll make this 10 and this 4. See what that does. Okay, so now it's just like a little star thing. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is, instead of have it be this 400 and 400, I'm going to change this canvas size so that it is the window width and the window height. And then the color mode, I'm going to make it RGB, but then instead of 250 as the max, 255 as the max, I'm going to make it the window width and the window height. And I'll also do this as window width and see what that looks like. So now it's creating the sketch in the whole window instead of just the size that I give it. But let's look at that in a new window. So now it's going to be the entire size of my window. And wherever I move this, it's going to do a bunch of weird stuff based on the window width and height. If I resize this show it next to the code. And resize this. It's just creating that window width and height once. And then if I resize it, it doesn't resize with the page. So I want it to resize when I resize the page. So I have to make a function. And I'm going to call it window resized. And then say resize canvas window width window height. And that should do the trick. Let's see if that works. Let's look in a new window. Okay. Okay, great. So now it's resizing as I resize. It's updating and starting over again as I resize it, but that's okay. That's good enough for now. I've got something in here and I can create things with my new artsy P5 brush that I've made just for myself to make some images. And this is what you're going to do for your assignment, is create your own P5 canvas that is this colorful art brush. Change your, change the colors, change this, change the shapes and sizes so that you make your own. So it's not exactly the same as mine. And then post it to the canvas for the course site. And let me know if you have questions, and I'll see you soon. Bye.